Hello, folks. It's me, the Trash Man here. I know it's been a bit. Like I said in the community thing, I've been extremely busy with the musical stuff. I don't know. I just felt like talking to you guys. Maybe just doing a quick podcast. Maybe I don't know. Today has been my only free day of the entire week. Tomorrow, even I have stuff from like 3 to 6. Although usually, and starting next week, I go from originally 6 to 9 to 5 to 9 of musical practice, which it's the last week of musicals, by the way. So after that, we're completely free to just have some fun, streaming fun and all that stuff. So definitely going to be looking forward to that. I think summer's going to be a great time since I don't really have to do too much over the summer. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, I've just been really busy, man. It's always with this end of the year school stuff that I'm always, you know, always just using a lot of hours of my life to do this stuff. It's kind of been very definitely very it's fun to do like the musical practice because I love musicals and I love plays. I love acting in general. I love acting. One of my favorite things to do. Uh, that's going good. It has just definitely been a bit of a mind bender of just how much time I actually am because I only have around actually soon I'm going to be having like only like 1 hour, not even like 1 hour and a half to do anything at my house when I get home. So it's pretty bruising definitely because I yeah, because it's definitely just like a lot of hours of doing that stuff. And yeah, and I have to miss out on dinner, all that stuff, a lot of times. So I have to eat my own thing when I get back home, or just pick up something on the way to there. It's definitely been a bit draining, just because I've had almost barely any time to do any stuff like gaming, making streams. It's definitely been just a big pain. And it's just kind of been a big reason why I haven't been doing a bunch of podcasts recently or a bunch of streams, or at least a bunch shorter streams. Is just because of just in general that I'm just extremely busy at the moment. But like I said, thankfully, after May 7th, I'm pretty sure I should be able to go back to form, be able to play how I want to, have some fun, and then actually after I believe it's May 24th is when summer starts, or maybe 25th. Although I'll probably skip the last day of school because that day doesn't have any important stuff other than just goodbyes and all that. But I don't really care about goodbyes. If I'm going to be completely honest, I have next year to say goodbyes. But oh well. Um, nah, I just you know, I'm just glad I got today to have off. Definitely. It's it's a bit definitely a bit weird just to see how much I guess time I've just been using on other things because usually I'm a pretty lazy guy. Although yeah, this musical stuff I have been taking it a bit seriously, but yeah, it's definitely been just a huge thing on my time itself. I'm really hoping it goes well because right now it's looking really good. Just we're about to actually finish the you know final part of the acting itself, and then we'll just have to do practice run throughs, and then we should be good for the show. I only got a couple lines to really. Well, I've got a bunch of pages I play. It's the Sound of Music with I'm Maximilian Detweiler or Herr Detweiler as he's called in that. Oh yeah, he's in quite a bit of it. Although he appears like halfway to the story, but he stays for a lot of the pages through the story. Uh, um, it's definitely a very fun character to play. Having a lot of fun with it. Um, I've got most of my lines down. Only thing I really need is just the ending thing, and then just practice through the whole thing a couple times, just get our bearings. Because I remember most of my, like, pretty much all of the stuff that we went over so far. Although like I said, just need the last part, and then we're basically good. Although I can't say that about everyone, maybe, because there's a lot of people that will there's some people that will go missing for a couple days, stuff like that. Not missing as in like missing, just that they don't appear. No, the only games of note that I can say I've been playing is just Monster Hunter and all that. That's all. That's all I've really been doing in my spare time. or at least a little bit of spare time I have, because I can't really do streams because or else they'd just be like less than an hour long. So maybe I'll just make some videos. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely a very bad. It's definitely a very bad situation, specifically on content creation part. But I think it'll work out once we get back in the flow. Um, you know, hopefully we'll be back soon. I don't know. I just really want to make another podcast just to not leave you guys hanging. It's been a while since I've made at least a full like actual kind of video. So I really just do want to do this type of thing. I don't know. How are y'all? How's y'all been? I know by the end of usual school years, I know this when a lot of people are very busy. Like I think that March and April are some of the most, even partially May is some of the most busy times of the year since everyone's studying for like finals or everyone's kind of working to get somewhere. It's more of yeah. It's just a lot of school stuff that makes people really busy this time of year, especially me, or at least I'm part of being very busy. I no, I've been finding that really with doing a lot of this is yeah, I absolutely love acting, but definitely I don't know. I consider myself a lazy guy, so whenever there's like whenever there's like holy cow, like my day schedule, I do like 7 hours of school and then like an hour later I go directly back to the school for four or so hours, basically each day of the week except for Saturdays. That it is a lot of time. It is a lot of time. I like. I'm trying to think how many hours that is a week of just me. I don't know. Do we want to factor in school hours? Because if we're countering school hours, then that's 7 and that's about 11 hours a day, specifically being at school, not being at home, stuff like that. So, trying to think of exactly the math that we need. I'm just trying to think of what we need for a weekend or a week itself. But we have to miss count one day, so it's about okay. So it's 6 days a week that we do about that we do that time. Now let's think here. We just multiply 11 by 6. So we get 66 hours, basically, a week, which is a lot of hours. Although this is the final week, so yeah. It does make sense that we're doing a lot. That's basically what I've been running by. That's basically what I've been running by for like the past like month and a half, or at least around there. Maybe around there. It has been crazy how much time we've been using. Yes, yeah. Now I'm actually playing Monster Hunter World currently, right now as we speak. I don't know. I really like this game a lot. I know there. I really do like this game a lot. I think it's very goofy. It's very fun. I just think it has a lot of charm to it. I love it. I've never actually played another Monster Hunter game. This is really fun. I love the game so far. And that combat brutality update that I think I've talked about a bit. Um, yeah, that combat brutality update for Dying Light 2 is absolutely amazing. I love it so far. It's very good. It just, really seems like just a really fun and improving update. Improved a lot of the things about the game, and I'm really liking it. It's very fun. Very fun. I love it. Um, I know. I know. I've also been going back to Dying Light 1 as well. I love both games. I think both games are equally. I love both games equally. I don't really like when people just kind of argue which game is a better game. I mean, I do that all the time with Borderlands 3, but I think that's more of a just a thing where I was just disappointed with the game, which I can still see now. But like, I do. I don't know. I do understand like that Dying Light 2 had a pretty bad launch, which honestly is the state of a lot of games. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the game I bought into the game late, and I am loving the game. I really love the game. I think that Dying Light 1's combat's better. specifically so far. Although, but I do love both of their combats, and I think that Dying Light 2's been improving its combat quite a lot, and I can't wait to see where it continues. What I would want from Dying Light 2, which actually I'm trying to think. I love the dropkick in Dying Light 2. Same with the one in Dying Light 1. Trying to think. There's a lot. Like I think both are really different games, but I do think that they do well in what they do. I think that Dying Light 1 I do feel like its combat works super well with the game to where I think the game holds up really well to this day. I think Dying Light 2 holds up or not holds up. It's with the updates and all that, it's really fun. I've been having a blast playing it a bunch. I have about nearly 100 hours in the game so far. It's very fun. I love it. I love both games. I've played I think 70 hours of the first game. And which I know Dying Light 2 is supposed to have its DLC late this year, which is like not DLC like in Bloody Ties. It's like from what I know, it's supposed to be a following like thing, or similar to the following, where it's like an extension of maps and all that. Which that sounds awesome. I'll definitely get it. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I think going back on what I was trying to say before, I just kind of delved into a random spiral of nonsense. Um, I do understand why people are. I do understand why people are still mad at the launch date of it, but I definitely think, at least if they can, to give it another chance if they still have it. I do think it's a lot of fun. Uh, I don't know. A lot of the ones you see are people that like if like an nuke update comes out that improves a lot of things. And there's still always the people that say there's still always the people that say. But I think that's with every game. It's honestly I think that I don't think that there's a clear better one of the two, in my opinion. So I think Dying Light 1, I play that one more for the combat than 2. But 2 I play a lot more for the parkour. Like I love the parkour. And they've improved a lot in the brutality, which I like. Although I will say something I want the devs to do for Dying Light 2 for brutality. Just like as a little added thing. In Dying Light 1 you could do a cool thing where you could trying to think it you could like put like holes in the zombies, which they said they added, but maybe it glitched out because what was it like in Dying Light 1 you could like make these people like you make the zombies basically turn into like apple cores where you like slice their like waist and all that, or like and like they're just like super skinny and they're just stumbling around. I think that's so cool. I love that they improved the ragdolls as well. I think that's an amazing change. And I will say, I actually think I now like the dropkick more in Dying Light 2 than Dying Light 1, which may sound like a controversial take, but I've been playing both a bit of both recently. I will say the main thing that I think really needs to be added to Dying Light 2, specifically on the dropkick. The only thing that I'd say it lacks is just specifically that in Dying Light 1, I loved that it like immediately dropped you, right? It immediately dropped you. I thought that was cool. Although I feel like it didn't. I feel like the dropkick in Dying Light 1 didn't have as much impact feeling as a Dying Light 2 had. Which actually I think the impact is amazing for that game. Is those guys get like sent like 15 miles, which is awesome. Like I love that kind of thing where you hit like a zombie with a dropkick and then they just get sent to like to like the heavens and the earth. It's extremely goofy. I love to see it. I love to see that the game's at least improving. I will say though. I love the game, but I definitely hate that game companies now do live service stuff. I don't know. I'd rather have like a either early access, which I think I think early access is a lot better of an option to put onto a game than just releasing it unfinished. Listen, I think that like putting something in early access is a much better thing because it's saying that like you want community feedback a lot more than just the game itself, than just releasing the full game unreleased, unfinished. I mean, I just feel like the early access approach is a lot more humble than just releasing buggy messes. I don't know. Although I am glad to see just how much that they're Because a lot of games, a lot of companies will like release a game like that, and then they'll just leave it to rot. But I do like that Techland is, Techland wants to make the game a lot better, stuff like that, or at least they have passion specifically in the game, so that they do major updates all the time. I don't know. I've just been playing both of those. I really love those games. I love both of them. Amazing games. You should definitely check out. I definitely recommend checking out specifically Dying Light 1 first, just so you can get a feel of the older title and then play the second one. I think both are great games in their own rights, in my opinion. But no, on to a different thing. I really have not been playing much, have I? Trying to think. I haven't played CS:GO in a couple days because I don't know. I want to specifically since I've been so busy. I don't really want to play a game that'll make me mad at the moment. Because like I love CS:GO, but that game definitely could be a bit anger inducing. But no, I really like. I'm trying to think. Like I don't know. That's why I've been doing like Roblox streams. Is just because I want to play something with like my friends and all that. That's fun and less trying to think, less stressful to play. Because like I love CS:GO, but definitely that game is like that game will have like you have to be on your toes at all times. I don't know. Same with TF2. I haven't played TF2 just because I'm waiting for more of the summer update. I don't know. I do feel like I do love TF2 as well. Like I love TF2 to death. I definitely just think I definitely am just waiting for more stuff at the moment, specifically in terms of just waiting for that summer update. Summer update looks cool. Can't wait for it. Yeah, maybe I'll have some fun. Cause I love TF2. I love TF2. I have about 400 hours in it. I don't know. I just can't play it right now because I'm a bit burnt out off the game after like 450 hours. I don't know. I just need a small break from it. That's why I've been playing a lot of different things. Just to have some fun. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be back. Definitely just feel like just kind of having a different repertoire in terms of gaming, which I find fun. I find it's fun to just kind of explore different things. I know some people have been a bit hesitant on me playing Roblox, which yes, I did say that maybe I'd never play it on stream, but I don't know. I enjoy Roblox playing it with my friends. I love playing with my friends. Absolutely amazing times, in my opinion. I don't know. I find it just a lot of fun to play like a zombie game, like Zombie Attack. Zombie Attack and Michael Zombies are just simple games that are just simple fun, in my opinion. Just fun. I know, like Roblox is a bit of a shadier company, but I don't know. I just enjoy kind of playing what other people make because I think there are some talented game creators on there, and I really wish that some of them would make like their own things, like their own like kind of individual video games. I don't know. I've been feel like I don't know. Maybe there's more games like maybe on the mainstream that are like Zombie Attack. Like Zombie Attack, like it's simple and it's clunky, but definitely it feels very unique in a way. I don't exactly know what I could say on being unique other than just that I find that its a gameplay loop is just simple fun in my opinion. I don't know. It's same with Survive the Killer. Survive the Killer is not trying to be some super complex thing. It's just trying to be like a fun little thing to play with your friends. And I love that. I just love that that type of stuff is just still being made and all that. You can find them on there. It's like I don't know. I do think that like maybe Survive the Killer would be I don't know. Like maybe it'd be better with more advanced stuff. Like maybe more advanced like hiding spots. But I feel like the simplicity of it's definitely what makes it more fun to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm dumb for that, but I do just love simple games that don't try too hard to be different. Or not different, just or at least try too hard to be like complex. Because like complex games can be absolutely amazing or horrible, depending on what they want to make for depending on what they want, why they want to make it complex. Like if you want to make it complex for so that there can be a lot of strategy to your game, then yeah, that's great. That's great, especially if you implement it correctly. That's great. But if you just want to implement like complex features just to say that the game's complex, then I feel like that just kind of ruins the point of just complexities in general. Complexities, I feel like, just are supposed to be there for fun and supposed to be, kind of used to be able to strategize or use like different tactics and all that. I don't know. I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of fun in simple things. Like that's why I can go back and play like older games a lot. Maybe a lot more than like a lot of other people is just cuz I find that simpler. I find that it's like I don't know, I'm trying to think. Like a case with like Black Ops. Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 1, even Modern Warfare 2, I think in a way have in my eyes a more like a superior uh way of combat compared to like the newer Call of Duty, specifically in just that I find that they're just they're not trying to be like I don't know. It's like I'm trying to think of an example like Modern Warfare 2 or like Black Ops 3 maybe. I liked Black Ops 3 a lot actually. I don't really know if I can say any trash on that game really. Like I don't know. I mean Black Ops 2 was it wasn't too complex in like how it played, but it did have a lot of skill level that went into it just because of more of more of simply that you couldn't just kind of run around the map in like 0.2 seconds. You had to be like smart about how you peeked corners. I don't know. That game was a lot of fun. It's still fun to this day to play. I played the plutonium version. It's a lot of fun. You could still play online with it. Very, very good. Same with Modern Warfare 2. Not Modern Warfare 2. There's no plutonium for that, I don't think. Modern Warfare 2, I think, is a masterpiece. Like I don't know. Wouldn't say I like it better than Black Ops 2, but it's an amazing video game. Modern Warfare 2 was. I thought it was a great game. Which I really think that that game was just a really good, probably absolutely just an amazing Call of Duty game. Which sadly there isn't many good Call of Duty games anymore. If I'm going to be completely honest, I think Call of Duty's really just gone downhill over the past 10 years, 10-ish years. I don't even know what I could say is the last good Call of Duty. It's really just the most recent games have just been pure garbage in my opinion. Some that I'd rather people like I don't know. They've gone off the rails. Definitely, that's all I'll say. But no, I have been enjoying playing Roblox. It has been fun. It has been fun. I usually like have it on and off kind of feel with Roblox where I'll randomly like play it a bunch and then just top off the game. But I have been playing it more frequently than usually, so maybe eventually I'll get burnt out off again. I don't know. I find a lot of the content I make on there just to be more enjoyable, especially with friends. Since that game is a game I can easily play with friends, since it's not just for PC. Since my friends, most of my friends don't have PCs, so it just makes it a lot easier to connect with my friends. In my opinion, it really is just a great game. I mean, not great game. It's a great place to play with friends. Just have fun. I'm trying to think. I don't really know. I don't really know if I can really talk about much of it. I'm gonna be honest. It's just been literally I haven't done anything new other than just a couple things. I've been kind of boring if I'm gonna be honest. I've just been really just just kind of focusing on keeping everything afloat. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know when my next stream will come. I think maybe today. Maybe today I'll do a stream. Or by today I mean what is it? Like the 30th? No, the 29th of April. Maybe a stream on Sunday as well, but I don't really think there's going to be a stream on Monday or throughout this entire next week. My goodness, I am going to be busy. I'm going to be super busy. absolutely, absolutely busy. And I do apologize. It has been, it's definitely been some long, long days. Long, long days. Long, long days. I know, it's been fun. I've been having a good time. It's just, although I will say, if there's something to complain about, it's definitely the heat. Like the heat of the school is so bad. I swear they have almost no air conditioners in that place. I am always like heating up. Like, dude, I almost had a heat stroke a couple days ago because they have us in there like for 4 hours. And I'm trying to think it's I'm trying to think. It's like the place in there is like super hot and all that stuff, and you have to be constantly running around to get to your new place, like new places, stuff like that. So I'm just always, you're always gassed out by the time by the time you get there, or at least by the time you're at the end. No, no, I'll definitely have to bring a bunch of like drinks and all that stuff over like next times, every time I do it, just to keep myself my body hydrated. It's like I usually think that like usually a tea will do, but I don't know. Usually a tea doesn't do. I need like one or two, probably many cups of water, stuff like that. Although they do have a water fountain nearby, but they usually don't allow breaks, except for like every 1.5 to 2 hours, or at least that's the most consistent I can say. It's fun, good fun. Love doing it, but definitely is so much time that I've put into this. I'm really happy that I have put in the work for it though, because I do enjoy, like I said, I do enjoy acting. I love acting in general. It's just such a fun thing to do, and I really can't wait. I really can't wait to see how this show's gonna turn out, because I think so far it's looking pretty great. Everyone's usually on time. Everyone's usually on cue. So far, it and like 90% of our songs are pretty well done so far, and it's been great. It's been great. I think that it's going quite well. I'm trying to think. It's just definitely just just oh goodness. It is. I think that they really need to add in more air conditioning for the schools, man. It is absolute. I think that's the worst part of doing it. It's just the heat. The heat is so annoying. I'll be in there for like the first 30 minutes. I'll already be like sweating all over. It's not. That's not like nervous sweating. It's just from how hot like those areas are. Like the areas I have to be in are just super heated. It's like you're like living in like a sauna. It is crazy. It is crazy. Although there's been there was something weird that happened recently in there. So I never actually knew this was an actual thing, but no, I always thought like those things of like glass shattering because like someone like plays like a sound on like a system or something, was I always thought that was like a fake thing or like something like that. But like or at least like not fake, at least like over exaggerated. But like that stuff, legit. What happened recently was that they were playing a thunder sound that's supposed to be in the show, and the 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 glass for the fire extinguishing box thingy. That thing like shattered. That thing shattered because they were playing the thunder. It was cool. It was really cool. I knew because I never knew that was an actual like thing. Well, I don't know, because like I always like because they always like depict it as like someone just like making like a sound or like a sound just shattering everything. I don't know. I just always felt like they over like did it, like they're like, oh well, they're just being like over dramatic, stuff like that with glass shattering because of sound. But like that stuff's legit. That stuff's legit will happen. It's crazy. I never actually knew. Now I know. Maybe I'm an idiot for like not believing what like TV shows showed, but like I don't know. I witnessed it firsthand. It was pretty cool. It was honestly really cool. Although Granted, I know the school was probably not happy with the person directing. Or probably, my guess, they probably took it out of their salary, which is definitely, although that's more of on their part since they didn't check the audio sound, the audio's audio sound mix, before they played a super loud thundering sound. Hold up. Who the heck is calling me? Hold up. 1-2-19-224-0510. Goodbye. Hold up. Let me block this person. Hold up. Sorry, guys. I gotta block some random person. Hold up. Is this an... No, I don't even have a... How do these people get my number? Hold up, hold up. Can I... Oh, okay. Delete. Okay, get out of my sights. Get out of my sights, soy coward. You coward. Oh, no. I don't know what that was. I don't know why I always like these scam agencies. I don't know, man. They're garbage, man. Dude, saw one of those scam agencies, like, they were calling it to see my father. Like, is your father at home? Is your father at home? At home? This is I'm not like putting a stereotype or anything here. This is legit what they sounded like. They were using that. And they were saying, is your father home? And then I said no. I said, why do you need it? And they're like, for health, for like healthcare. It's not even like an official number. It has like not even like an official, actual like good like verifiable number. It's saying something about medical stuff. I'm like, well, if you're calling to see my father, why do you need? Because they were asking for my name then. I'm just like, well, if you needed my father, why do you need my name? I'm not on any medical records here. I don't know, man. Then I just hung up, blocked them. It was satisfying. I hate scam callers, man. They're the scum. They're partly just a scum of the earth piece of trash. Absolutely. I don't respect people like that. Like just that scam. Like I know that stuff's like cold calling, but like cold calling is less of scamming. Like that stuff was legit just trying to scam people out of their information. It's just so scummy. I hate that stuff so much. I hate, like, I don't know why anyone with like any morals would do that stuff, man. Legit, like, that's legit just evil stuff to do. Just try to steal people's information just so you can make a quick buck. Although granted, maybe I don't know how much they get paid. So maybe they get paid like a whole bunch load. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I don't know. No, I don't know. I find them super annoying. Like, I had one that was just, the guy was probably new, right? And before he asked me any of his questions, he was just breathing. He was, like, breathing loudly, like he was just some 2,000-pound hippo who just ran a marathon. Each man was like, man was, like, breathing like he just got a heart attack. And then he's like asking me about some random stuff, and then I just hang up. I just block him. It was so good. It was so good. I loved that so much. I don't know. I find that stuff goofy sometimes. Whenever it's just the new guy, you get to bully them. I saw some kids like they were proper bullying one of those guys, one of those scam callers. They were like, "How old are you?" And they're just like, I'm 5. It's just like a super deep man's voice. I'm 5 years old. You can't call a minor. And they're like, we know you're not 5 years old. Which they had it on speaker, by the way. So we could hear it. It was so good. I loved that. It was absolutely so goofy. I don't know, man. I find that stuff funny whenever you could just bully the new guy. I don't know. I know they're definitely just the lowest of the low scumbags. Definitely, I don't respect anyone who works in that type of field, or air quote works. It's less of work and more of just a crime, just trying to commit crimes to steal people's information. No, I'm just trying to have a good time, definitely. I don't really know what I'm going to be doing for the next week or so, but I'm definitely think it's going to be super weird to go back to my normal schedule that I had before, where I was just playing games and streaming. I don't know, man. I feel like that's going to be the hardest part of coming back. It's just that I've been so busy that it's definitely just going to be feeling weird to not be busy. Since it's just been like a whole like month and a half, nearly 2 months straight of just me doing a bunch of work, stuff like that on musicals. It's definitely gonna feel weird just to kind of be back to normal schedule. Definitely. I don't know, that stuff's definitely hard to adapt to. But I don't know. I'm just happy and I'm really glad that you know I have only one more week of this before it's all back to normal, and I'm just able to have some fun streaming again, have some fun talking to you guys, making videos, all that stuff, having fun again. Because it definitely just that kind of stuff has just been sadly I feel like that I feel like definitely the changes in schedules definitely been breaking me, specifically breaking me in terms of just that it's been so hard to adapt to. And I'm just honestly I'm just having a lot of fun. I'm just trying to have fun at the very least, or at least just keep myself from kind of cutting edge, definitely. But I don't know, man. Those 4 hours, though, sometimes they go really fast, but sometimes they go really slow. That's what I'll say. Is that it really just depends on the day. Some days that those plays feel like an eternity. Those play practices, they sometimes just feel like an eternity. I don't know. I don't really know, man. It can either be good or bad. Most of the time it's decent. Most of the time it's decent. Sometimes it's pretty fun. There's just definitely just too many times where I don't really have as much fun with it as I should, I think, or at least I'm trying to think. Specifically, or I'm just way too. It's just sometimes just I think in my eyes sometimes it's just way too many hours. I don't know, man. I have to be at school for so many hours. It is unreal. I do think I'll probably be pretty happy on my senior year because I cannot wait. I cannot wait to be fully out of school. Unless obviously I plan on like going to college and all that. So I guess not fully out of school, but like I don't know. I don't know. I'm just talking about that in more of just terms of I'll just finally be out of school for like at least a while. Early I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it's a good idea to do this, but I definitely feel like taking like a year or so off of before taking college, after high school. It's like I'll definitely go to college no matter what. I don't know. But I do hope I just want to get my mind just a year off of just a free year of not having to be at school for a super long time, which I like school a lot. Sometimes there's always some good times with school, but I don't know. I just find that definitely it's just I really cannot wait to have good old hours to myself here, because that will be the dream. Once I'm able to freely use up my own hours as I see fit, that's gonna be life, or at least not freely. I have no clue what I'm talking about. I have absolutely no clue what I'm talking about. I feel like I'm going on an entirely different tangent. I don't even know what I'm saying. I think maybe it's just a crazy part talking, eh? I don't know. I will end this soon. But I don't know. I just really wanted to catch up with y'all. It's just been, I think, just a very busy week for me. Very busy weeks for me. I just want to keep up with you guys. It's been a very very long, hard thing to, you know, get through, is specifically just doing the or at least keeping a consistent schedule with what I have to do currently. It has been a bit hard to keep everything situated, but once it's over, and we'll be able to go back have some fun. Have a good day, folks. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed this.